Yo, what's happening, 2K family? 2K Mechanic back with another video. We're going to continue with the 2K23 news series. And in this video in particular, we're going to go over badges, the tier system and how that works and what we can expect in 2K23 from what we know thus far. So first things first, I want to say thank you to all the people that took the time out to view the video. If you're new to the channel or returning sub, if you're a returning sub, I appreciate if you're new to the channel. Feel free to give our channel a follow. We produce a lot of content around NBA 2K22 Next Gen, and we'll continue to do so in NBA 2K23 Next Gen. All right. Second thing, I want to give a shout out to our boy, It's Bake. Or our man, not boy, man, It's Bake. He dropped the video and came through the live stream a few days ago, kind of explaining what the new tier system would look like. As well as our boy Scriptures Gaming. He kind of broke that down last week on what he thought that would be. And for reference, Bake has a very short video on his channel. You want to go check out his video. It's very short and concise. So in this video, I'm going to be a little bit more elaborative on what I think it is and what it could be. All right. So we're going to start this video off first by looking at one of Mike's tweets. Mike was he was responding to someone when somebody asked him, how about badge, or at Baluba, how about badges? There are tiers, but are still there the level like bronze to Hall of Fame? And Mike confirmed that yes, badges are still bronze through Hall of Fame. So we still will, for instance, like range extender, we'll have a bronze level, silver level, gold level, and potential Hall of Fame level. All right. So let's get into one of the graphics that was provided by another resource on Twitter. I think his name goes by, Pelagio, right? I showed one of his graphics before. So what this guy does is he takes some of the information and makes it into a graphical document so everybody can, for quick reference, right? So I'm gonna put that on the screen, right? So basically this is how the new tier system is set up, right? You have a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 system, as well as a core badge. So tier 1 will consist of 8 bronze badges. Tier 2 will consist of 4 silver badges. Tier 3 will consist of 4 gold badges. And your core badge is like your Hall of Fame badge, right? And you can have up to 4 core badges in total, right? But only 1 per category, meaning you can only have 1 finishing core badge, 1 shooting core badge, 1 playmaking core badge, and 1 defensive core badge, right? So you can only have 1 Hall of Fame per each category, up to 4 total core badges, y'all. All right. So how you get the core badges is, and this is from my understanding, is there will be a set of challenges that you'll have to complete, kind of a la 2K17, 18, and 19, where you have to do a specific quest, or something as far as like, say for shooting, you have to do like 12 or 100, complete 100 difficult shots, right, to get a certain badge. This will be the same for your core badge, and that will apply to each individual badge that you can get at a Hall of Fame level. I'm not sure, they didn't say what the requirements would be, but just going off of logic, the requirement will need to be probably you need to have the attribute at the Hall of Fame level, right? And you have to at least have that badge at gold or something like that. I'm not sure what the requirements will be in order for you to be able to get the quest, but I'm pretty sure those will be some prerequisites that you would need to do. All right. So once again, 3-tier system: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, 8 badges for tier 1, 4 for tier 2, 4 for tier 3, and 1 Hall of Fame core badge. All right. All right. So we're going to try to put this, we're going to do a little exercise and see what we can do with NBA 2K22 current system and see what that would look like. All right. So let's get into it. All right. So I'm on my 3-point playmaker here. I have 37 shooting badges. We're going to start from the shooting badge category, right? And keep in mind, for the new system, we won't have chef, we won't have sniper, we won't have limitless spot up, hot zone hunter, mismatch expert moves to playmaking. We won't have lucky 7 or set shooter. But for this exercise, we're going to have to use some of these because there's not enough badge categories to really do it correctly. And I will use limitless spot up as range extender for 2K23. All right. So let's start off with what will we put our core badge on? Let's put the core badge on Limitless Spot Up. Remember, I'm gonna take this as range extender. Also, a key fact is your core badge doesn't count against your badge points. So let me back up. So there are badge points in 2K23, just like how you see at the top with badge points available, right? But your core badge will not count towards your badge points. So once you slot this as a core badge, then instead of taking 6 or 7, I'll have like 37 or 38 badge points still. All right, so that's a key thing I forgot to mention. All right, so essentially we'll still have 36, but we got our core badge out the way. Now let's get our gold badge. Let's say my 4 gold badges: Blinders, Circus 3s, Deadeye, Stop and Pop. Now my 4 silver badges would be, let's go Green Machine, let's go Difficult Shots, Volume Shooter, and Corner Specialist. Now remember, I probably have like 12 badges left over, but for this system, it doesn't count this as a core badge. So anyway, we'll look at, let's say, Catch and Shoot. Let's look at our tier 1 bronze badges. Remember, we get 8. Let's do Clutch Shooter. Let's do Catch and Shoot, Rhythm Shooter, and I'm just putting Slippery because that's the only thing left. And then we'll put 2 more. Let's do Fade Ace and Sniper, right? So then I would have 6 more to put somewhere else, y'all. So basically, this is what it would kind of look like. You only get 1 Hall of Fame badge for each category. We got our 4 gold badges. We have our 4 silver badges, and then we have the leftover bronze badges, right? So this system makes it so that you have to kind of, plan out your build accordingly, and really decide what you want to do before you make your build, right? Attribute wise. So remember, you got to have the attributes to at least get these at gold and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to plan it out accordingly. Now, my thoughts is, and my hopes are, that 2K makes every badge, for this system to truly work, every badge needs to work correctly, right? Every badge needs to have a huge benefit at the Hall of Fame level, right? I need to see a huge jump from Hall of Fame to from gold to Hall of Fame for this to actually work, right, and not be broken. Because if it's broken, then most people will just put the most important badges, or the most prolific badges. That's what people will put their badge points into. And if a badge isn't really worth it, then people will skip it. So we don't want badges that people skip for this to be the unique system that 2K wants it to be, right? So I really hope they balanced out the badges and made it that Hall of Fame gave you that much of a significant boost, in my opinion. All right, so yeah, this is basically how it would look. I'm gonna show you guys 2 quick graphics, and this is from CLXM Pinata. He made some graphics of what the system could potentially look like. Remember, these are fan-made graphics, y'all. So these are not what it actually be in 2K23, but I just thought it was real neat for what he did. They look really good from a graphical standpoint. So I just want to show you guys, right? So right here, you see where you have your tier 1, your tier 2, and tier 3 badges, right? And then he has at the bottom the available badges that you can slot in these slots, right? So, we're gonna definitely have to pay attention to a lot of the analysis on what these badges do and how effective. So, 2K2 is gonna have a good year. 2K Labs is gonna have a good year. I might do some in-game type testing. I wanted to do that last year, but just didn't find the right time or find the right method to do these. So definitely we'll try to do some more tests in the future on 23 to see which badges really warrant our attention and deserve to be slotted, rather that is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or core badges. All right. And it is also what allow us to grind, right? For Hall of Fame badges, you're really going to have to grind the game out to get those Hall of Fame badges, whatever those requirements and challenges may be. So I think that's pretty dope as well. So they kind of mixed the badge point system in with the grind system, which I think is pretty dope. All right, last thing, one thing I want y'all to consider. Let's back up real quick. Let's look at takeovers, right? So one of the thoughts I had was, one of the things that could definitely make this a change as far as strategy wise is, see, now with the limitations on the badges, now if they have these same takeovers, right, team badge boost will be extremely valuable, right? And then you take this and pair this with something like extender, right? So my team badge boost, what team badge boost, that people that don't know, is it boosts the level of your offensive badges, right? One level. So if I had a silver badge and somebody had this takeover, it will boost it to gold. If I had gold, it will boost it to Hall of Fame, right? So if you pair this with something like extender, that extends your takeover by, you know, maybe 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes potentially, right? So for 2.5, 10 minutes, probably a half or something like that, everybody's badges would be boosted from gold to Hall of Fame. And if Hall of Fame is that much better than gold, right, you could potentially see a lot of teams strategizing and putting everything together. And this would provide an advantage to running some of these takeovers, in my opinion. So even if we get it, what if we get a defensive badge boost in 2K23, and you know, we got extender perks and stuff like that, that will also put our defense at another level compared, you know, in conjunction with the offense. So make that happen, 2K. Defensive, instead of having, I don't even have defensive badge, but instead of having like jump shot and extreme clamps, you know, give us like a defensive boost like you give playmaking. I think that'll be pretty dope. All right, so that's all I have for this video and what we know currently to date as far as how the system works. So I'm curious to see your feedback and what you guys think, or if you have any additional commentary, put that in the comment section below. And as always, hope you guys have a fantastic day. 2K Mechanic signing out. Until the next video, y'all. Peace.